Good evening, everybody, and hello, football fans. Welcome to Hicksville Stadium, home of the Aces on Homecoming Night 2016, as we are about halfway through just a little past the halfway point of the regular season, week number 6, and it is homecoming for the Aces. They've thrown out the welcome mat tonight, and the visiting Fairview Apaches are here to see if they can put a damper on Hicksville's homecoming festivities. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, alongside Kate Murphy running the camera here tonight. It has been a rainy and it is a cold and miserable evening right now. The rain has stopped, at least for the time being. We are not sure. It's been coming in waves, so we don't know whether we're going to have more coming our way or not. Put a bit of a damper on some of the homecoming celebrations. Normally they have the parade come out onto the track and the cars and the vehicles. Not able to do that because it was really coming down earlier. Congratulations, by the way, to all of the members of the 2016 homecoming court. We wish them the very best. They had their little ceremony before the game where they were introduced. And we are ready to play some football now. And again, we'll see how Mother Nature, what she has up her sleeves for us here tonight. Aces hosting tonight, coming into the game with a record overall of 3 wins and 2 losses. The 2 losses, week 1 and 2, to Archbold and Crestview. They have won their last 3 in a row, and they are also 2-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The GMC, excuse me. Why did I say Western Buckeye League? I don't know. The Fairview Apaches also having a very good year, a very strong team, and so this is like one of the early clashes here, and there could be some repercussions down the road depending upon the outcome of the contest here tonight. The Aces will be, I believe, kicking off to Fairview to get things started. And number 74, Salvador Avalos, getting ready to tee it up. We'll see how things go tonight. Again, it has been raining and it has come down. It has really come down earlier. We will let you know, too, that if the rain resumes again, we'll have to put the rain guard on the camera, which means you might see some drips of water, but we are going to do our best. Avalos dropping back, and we're going to get an idea of what the field conditions are like here shortly as well. Apaches ready to receive and go on offense first. Avalos, knuckleballer right down the center of the field, caught on a hop by Fairview's number 4. That's Riley Lucas, and Lucas returns the ball out, not quite to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. Fairview's head coach, Doug Rakes. And, of course, Lucas Smith, head coaching chores for the Apaches. Again, homecoming at the pep rally at the end of the school day today, the homecoming parade, and we're underway. Snap to their quarterback, number 1, Luke Breininger. Breininger hands it off, and that's number 47 with the carry, Timmy Timbrook. Timbrook not pushing forward for just about 5. 2nd and 5, another handoff, and the Aces sniff that one up. This time Timbrook goes nowhere. Timbrook made it back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Apaches. Anticipating this is going to be a brutal game tonight. There's going to be a lot of banging and rocking and socking. county neighbors and a lot of rivalry between these two schools. So, and again, both of them doing very well football so far this year. But this is a game that you just throw the record book out anyway. These teams go at it, hammer and tongs every year. Handoff again. Nope, this time it's quarterback keeper, and Breininger hangs on to it himself, gets first down yardage, and there's some good misdirection there from the Apaches as Breininger scampers all the way down across midfield and into Aces territory. They finally bring him down at the Hicksville 38-yard line, where it will be first and 10 for the Apaches. 10:36 and the clock running. Again at the 38-yard line, Luke Breininger works out of the shotgun. Breininger hands off to Timbrook. Timbrook looking for a hole. They've got good pursuit. They're taking him sideways. But Breininger still manages to pick up about 3 and gets down to the 35-yard line to make it 2nd and 7. Kind of glad that the rain has quit, too, because it was angled and it was coming right in the window. So we were getting kind of soaked here early on. So again, kind of nice getting the respite from the raindrops, and hopefully Mother Nature will hold off, though we've got some pretty good clouds coming our way right now, so I'm going to guess that we're going to see some of the wet stuff before this game is over. We're just keeping our fingers crossed that we don't have any lightning to deal with tonight. Breininger takes the snap, keeps it himself. Straight ahead, brought down inside the 30-yard line. I don't think he made first down yardage. It'll be 3rd and short. Looks like 3rd and about 1 for the Apaches. Breininger gets the call from the sideline. And again, a handoff to Timbrook. Timbrook trying to get around the corner. He's taken down for a loss, and it's going to be 4th down, as the Apaches unable to convert. Loss of a couple there. That'll make it 4th and about 5. So, yeah, they drop him for a 4-yard loss. They'll put the ball on the 33-yard line, 34-yard line, rather. Apaches looking to go for it. So the ball on the 33, 4th and 5 for Fairview. Here we go. Hard snap, trying to get him to jump. Aces aren't biting, and timeout, Fairview. Breininger was trying to get him to jump to pick up the easy 5 and get the first down, but the Aces did not fall for it. They held their stance, and now the Apaches will call timeout, talk it over, and see whether they truly are in 4-down territory this early in the game. They'll try to do a sort of a squib punt towards the end zone. If they were to go for it and not succeed, barring, of course, losing yardage, the Aces would take over somewhere between the 30 and 35-yard line on their side of the field, which would not be giving up a lot of field position. But again, the Apaches come out, and looks like they're getting ready to go for it. The Aces will have to watch the hard count again. Quick snap, handoff, and it's kept by Breininger. Breininger, nothing doing. They'll bring him down about the 31-yard line, and the Aces will take over on downs. Breininger with the fake to Timbrook, and then he tried to power forward. Aces were ready for it, and they corralled him, and again brought him down at about the, looks like about the 32-yard line. And that's where they will take over, 1st and 10. 8:13 to go. And our first look at the Aces tonight, Greer with the hard count. Jake Greer drops back, dumps it over, caught Nice catch and run. Parker Thiel. Thiel gets out close to the 40-yard line of the Apaches. That'll move the chains, and the Aces start off on a high note with their first offensive series tonight. Now they're going to say Thiel was knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line, but he still took it across midfield. Greer again. This time, Jake with the handoff, nothing doing. Might have got a couple. Comiso gets the carry that time, and Mason might have picked up a couple. Make it second and about, well, they're only going to give him a yard, so make it 2nd and 9. Greer all alone in the backfield, drops back in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers out on either side. Jake drops back up over the middle. Low throw, it's a one-hopper and incomplete. Intended receiver, Langham, number 8. Greer's throw just a little bit low, and it grazed through the turf to get to Langham. That'll make it 3rd and 9 on the incomplete pass. Comiso, the back behind Greer. Jake takes the snap, rolls out, is in some trouble, gets the ball away, caught. Breininger with the reception, and he takes it down near the 20-yard line of the Apaches. What a nice play. Greer showing some discipline there. They were coming after him. He held his ground and got the throw off. And again, Braden Langham making the completion, and he was off to the races, and they took him down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Greer making some adjustments at the line. Jake with the snap. Lateral, caught by Tunis. Tunis heading towards the 10. Tunis taken down. I think he got inside the 5-yard line. Tunis with a nice catch and run. A nice little hesitation stutter set. Takes him all the way down to the 3-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal, Aces. 6:53 left in the opening quarter, and Hicksville knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Greer back in the shotgun. Jake keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
He did a nice little somersault to get it, too.
Jake Greer with a 3-yard carry into the end zone, and the Aces draw first blood. They go up 6-0 here in the first quarter. 6:39 left to go in the first period. Salvador. Avalos out to go for the extra point. That was a busted play. That did not look right at all, and flags fly. I'm not sure if they snapped it too soon or they didn't let the other team get set. We'll see what the official thing is, but I was not even expecting the snap. It looked like and they're having a little conversation out there. And it will be against the Aces. So that'll back them up. So Avalos going to have to put a little more leg into it this time. Down. Avalos gets his foot up into it, and it's good. So it was a low liner, but it cleared the crossbar. The PAT is good. Avalos gets credit for a point, and it's 7-0 Hicksville here on homecoming night at Aces Stadium. Again, glad to have you here with us. Homecoming night. Kind of a wet start to the game, but the rains let up just before kickoff. And we've got our fingers crossed. Looks like the sky overhead right now is starting to clear. So we'll hope that we can get this game in without too much interference from Mother Nature. As again, Aces looking to remain undefeated in the Green Meadows Conference here tonight. Avalos getting ready to kick off. And Fairview ready to get back on offense. Avalos making sure everybody's all lined up. Here we go. Salvador. Low liner. Picked up on a hop. That's Breininger. Breininger working his way through traffic. Spin move, but they bring him down at about the 41-yard line of the Apaches. So Luke Breininger, a little bit of a return. Gets some decent field position for the Apaches to work with, as they'll see if they can draw even in the contest here tonight. Breininger heading towards the sideline. And checking in the play as they send in the other offensive personnel. Breininger will come back, share the good word with the rest of the O. And we'll get ready to get things started. Breininger drops back into the shotgun. Handoff. And they're waiting for him. It was Riley Heater, number 36 with the carry. And he might have picked up a yard to make it 2nd and 9. Apaches break huddle. Tim Brook split back next to Breininger. He goes into motion. And that's incomplete. Play was designed to be a quick dump pass from Breininger to Tim Brook, but Tim Brook kind of slipped and the pass was kind of low, and they combined to have it hit the dirt right in front of him, and that'll be an incompletion. Third and 9 now for the Apaches. They'll break huddle. Breininger with the snap again, a quick dump pass off the middle and brought down shy of midfield at about the 48-yard line. That was number 23. That's Austin Meyer with the reception. That'll bring up a 4th down for the Apaches. 4th and 4. Ball sits on their own 48-yard line. I take that back. I'm going to make it the 47. And they're going to drop back to punt. Deep men, Comiso and Peyton Tunis for the Aces. Long count, long snap, caught, gets his leg into it. Ball comes down and Comiso decides to let the Apaches down it. Their kicker number 20, Thomas Vance, does a good job.
Flag on the field.
We got a flag on the play, excuse me. Hold back that sneeze. And that's a sideline warning against the Aces. Hicksville, and we'll see where they locate the ball now. It's going to be on the 19-yard line. So the Aces pick up a sideline warning, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. So nice bit of real estate for Jake Greer and company to work with. 4:50 left in the opening quarter. Greer takes a snap, pitches it out to Comiso. Comiso looking for a block. Comiso cuts up field, gets out to about the 20-yard line. And we'll see if they give him a yard. Minimal gain. And we'll make that 2nd and a long 9 from the 20-yard line. Gain of about a half a yard. Greer now alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Jake drops back, puts the ball in the air. Caught by Parker Thiel. He's hit and taken down almost immediately at the 25-yard line. Glad to see him pop back up because he got kind of bent over backwards in a funny kind of way. So they'll mark Thiel officially at the 26, and that'll make it 3rd and 3 for the Aces. They get the call from the sideline and see what they can do about getting this yardage and a fresh set of downs. Greer drops back, puts the ball in the air, and that should be, and it is. Throw the flag. I'm pretty sure that Braden Langham kind of got turned around, whether he liked it or not, by the defensive player for the Apaches. And that'll be defensive pass interference. You can't hit. They can only, once they go 5 yards, you can't hit them like that and do the moving pick type of thing. So I said Langham, the Apache defender, just kind of stepped in and bumped into him and turned him around and gave him no chance at the ball. So we'll move that up and give the Aces an automatic 1st down. I'll put the ball at the 42-yard line. So the Aces benefiting from the defensive pass interference call. A fresh set of downs, 3:21 to go in the 1st quarter. Greer working the hard count. Jake hands onto himself, reverses his field, tries to get away again, doesn't. A lot of work for Greer, but he's brought down for no gain. That'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 42. Credit the Apaches defense. They got some quick guys. Jake reversed his field a couple times there, and each time he changed direction, there was an Apache that adjusted and was right there waiting for him. Put a dry ball down for the offense, and here we go. Greer with the snap. Jake looking downfield, ball in the air. Caught by Tunis. We'll see if they make it a catch. They're talking about it. I thought that he had it, but and it looks like the officials are agreeing. So Peyton Tunis makes the catch. It gives the Aces a manageable 3rd and 2. Greer gets the snap. Jake hangs on to it. 1st down yardage and then some. Jake still on his feet inside the 45-yard line. Move the chains, and the Aces get on to the Apache side of the field. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. They'll stop the clock long enough for the chain gang to get relocated. And they'll start it up with 1:56 left to go in the quarter. They'll get the ball set, and the clock starts to roll once again. Greer takes the snap. Jake rolls out, puts the ball in the air, nobody there. That one, you can tell that one might have been the wet ball, or maybe Greer's hands were wet, but it just did not come cleanly out of his hands. It had that kind of a weird wobbly arc. And Peyton Tunis, the intended receiver, but the ball just didn't have enough on it, didn't have the right trajectory. And fortunately, it headed towards a part of the field where there were no players from either team. So the Aces retain possession, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for Hicksville. Man in motion. That's Tunis. Greer drops back. Ball in the air, caught by Parker Thiel. Thiel at the 30, Thiel at the 25, and that's where he's wrestled down. That should be enough to move the chains. Another Hicksville first down. Great catch and run by Parker Thiel. Or was that Breininger, number 8? I thought that was number 2 that made the catch, but it might have been number, I don't know. And that's going to be an easy 5. Hard count. Got Storm Miller off guard, and he crosses over into the neutral zone, and that'll give the Aces an extra 5. So 1st and 5 for Hicksville. And he's going to come off the field. So Storm Miller will sit one out here. 1st and 5 for the Aces, 1:12 and the clock rolling in this first quarter. Greer drops back, ball in the air, and nobody there. Sanderson, I think the intended receiver, but he was not going to get free of the defender, so Jake wisely just kind of launched that one over everybody's head into the far corner of the end zone. There was no chance of it getting picked off. That'll make it 2nd and 5. Ball again on the 20-yard line. Greer. This time Jake's going to hang on to it. He jumps up and gets down close to the 15. Don't think he's going to have enough for the first down, but that'll make it 3rd and less than a yard, it looks like. Under a minute to go here. And the Aces with a 3rd and short at the 16-yard line. Greer. Nothing doing. That's going to bring up 4th down. Didn't fool them that time. They were waiting for Jake, and looks like he actually lost a half yard, so it will be a 4th and 1. An honest, true 1 yard. Clock continues to roll. That may well be the last play of this first quarter. And looks like Coach Smith is, he's pointing up to the scoreboard clock and saying, let's let that run down. It does. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll switch ends of the field, and we'll get ready to continue this homecoming game. But here on homecoming night at the end of the first quarter, it's the Hicksville Aces leading the visiting Fairview Apaches 7-0. And as we have a break here between quarters, we'll take some time to say a huge thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. They're our football broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television. Whenever you see football on HIX-TV, whether it's the varsity level or we covered a junior high game earlier in the week, and we have those on the air, courtesy of Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford here in Hicksville, Ohio. They lend us their underwriting support, making it possible for us to cover all of the games, and especially makes it possible for us to go on the road to cover the away games during the regular season, and they help us out to cover postseason action, should there be any, as well. And we hope that you will remember that. And next time you stop by either of the dealerships, or if you see Jim or his lovely wife Carol or any of the employees, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to enjoy Aces sports action here on HIX-TV and on the HIX-TV YouTube channel as well. You can log on to YouTube and let your friends know they can watch Aces football anywhere in the world. They got an internet connection. And it's all made possible, again, thanks to the generous underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. 12 minutes on the clock. A 4th and 1 for the Aces. And there's a flag in the middle of the scrum. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Tried to power it up the middle. There was nothing doing. The Apaches were waiting for it. And we'll see what the official... And it's going to be against the Aces, and it's declined. So Hicksville turns it over on downs. And so the Fairview Apaches will go on offense for the first time in this second quarter. 11:56 left on the clock. And they'll take over deep on their end of the field at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Actually, they're saying the 15-yard line. Breininger, the quarterback keeper, battling his way and not getting much. Breininger actually lost about a half a yard on the carry. So neither team has had real success trying to power it straight up the middle yet tonight. But that's part of the game, too. You try to tire out those defenders, get those seams to start opening up. Breininger, long snap from the shotgun, drops back. He's going to hang on to himself. This time he's got some running room. Breininger is off to the races. He's got first down yardage and more as he crosses the 30-yard line and steps out of bounds at about the 32. Luke Breininger lulled him to sleep that time and was able to have a nice seam to slip through and open field to run for a while as he motors from the 15 down to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 17 and a first down for the Apaches. Fairview down by a touchdown, Fairview down by a touchdown, and looking to get back into this game and draw even on the scoreboard. Luke Breininger puts a man in motion. Breininger hands off to Timbrook. Timbrook diving forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Timbrook might have made a half a yard of progress there. So it's second and just under 10 yards. Apaches will huddle up. And here we go. Split backs behind Breininger. Breininger hands it off again to Timbrook, and Timbrook is brought down just across the 35-yard line at the 36. So Timbrook will pick up a few. They'll still have third and long staring them in the face. 7 yards away from moving the chains. As the second quarter clock goes below 10 minutes. Breininger takes the snap, rolls out, looking downfield. Nothing there. Finally throws it along the sideline and incomplete. Meyer, the intended receiver on the far sideline, but it was just nothing there for him. He jumped up as high as he could, and even if he had caught it, he'd have been out of bounds on the far sideline. So 4th and 7. And we'll see if we get the look at the punting unit from the Apaches once again here. The Aces are anticipating it, both Comiso and Tunis dropping back deep for Hicksville. As Vance drops back to punt the ball away for the Apaches. High snap, Vance handles it, gets his foot into it. It's going to come down, and again, there won't be much there in the way of a return. He's got good hang time, and they got some fast kids on their special team that get down there pretty quick and arrive at about the same time as the ball. So far on all the punts, no real opportunity for a return from the Aces. But they will get the ball back, and they'll go back on offense. 9:29 to go here before halftime on this homecoming night, and it'll be Aces ball 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. It's a kind of a tropical beach theme for the homecoming, which is kind of odd. It's cold and rainy, but you have all these Hawaiian shirts and grass skirts and everything. So if you see glimpses in the crowd while we're calling the game, that's the reason why. Jake puts it up, overthrows Tunis. That would have been 6 points, or a pretty darn close foot race all the way down to the end zone if Peyton had been able to handle that. But it was about 1.5 yards too far in front of him. So a little too much on the ball. Incomplete, and the Aces will reset and try again. 2nd and 10. Rear takes a snap again. Jake rolls out, puts the ball in the air, and almost intercepted, and then almost picked off the almost interception by Breininger. Or excuse me, by Langham. I thought for a minute there, it looked like Langham might have somehow come up with that ball, but not the case. And that makes it 3rd and 10 for the Aces. Their 3rd crack from back here at the 26-yard line. And that'll be a false start. That'll back them up 5. So 3rd and 15 from the 21 now for Jake Greer and company. Greer will drop back in the shotgun. He's got 3rd and 15 staring him in the face. Drops back, looks downfield, ball in the air, and incomplete. It was off the hands of Breininger for the Aces, and then almost caught by Langham, and then almost picked off again by the Apaches. And that'll bring up 4th and 15. And our first look tonight, Logan Neihart, this year's homecoming king. Going to drop back to punt it away for the Aces. Long snap. Neihart. It's a high archer coming towards the sidelines. It'll be out of bounds at about the 47, 48-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 48, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Fairview Apaches, with 9:03 to go before halftime. Fairview brought over their marching band, do some halftime entertainment. Of course, the Aces Pride is here as well. Apaches break huddle. Here we go. 1st and 10 for them on their own 48-yard line. There's the snap. Straight ahead, pickup of about 3 for Luke Breininger. Gets it to the Hicksville side of the field. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 49. Doing their best to keep that ball dried off. Reininger brings the play in from the sideline, and we'll be ready to go. Reininger takes the snap, hands it off to Timbrook. Timbrook cuts up field, gets maybe a couple, and that'll be about it. Timbrook, give him about a yard, make it 3rd and 4, or 3rd and 6, excuse me. Not much there for Timmy. So the Apaches with yet another 3rd and long here in the first half. Reininger continued to work out of the shotgun, and we've got a timeout on the field as Fairview uses their second timeout of the half here. Coach Rakes evidently did not like something, whether it was something in the way his offense lined up or something that he saw from the Aces defense. Either way, facing a 3rd and long and down by a touchdown, I want to try to make sure that everybody's on the same page. See if they can pick up this important first down. Try to get some points on the scoreboard here before the intermission. Next week, we'll be right back here. This is the only back-to-back home games of the entire season for the Aces. We'll be back here again next week for the Aces to host the Rams. And then we go on the road to Antwerp, back at home for Wayne Trace, and then we finish up the season on the road at Ayersville this year. So 6 home games and 4 away for the Aces. Ball in the air, and that one's going to be picked off. It is. Nope, they're going to say incomplete. Thought that he might have been able to hang on to it all the way down. Nothing doing. That'll bring up 4th down. So a 4th and 7 for the Fairview Apaches. And it looks like they're going to punt it away. .7:22 here before halftime. And Vance will come in for the punting chores once again. And again, it'll be Tunis and Comiso back deep for the Aces. Snap to Vance. Vance holds on, puts it in the air. And that's going to be a mighty good punt. Vance wound up all alone, and nobody wanted to take a chance of roughing the kicker, so they gave him a lot of leeway, and he kind of just looked down the field and saw how things were going, and he just kicked it towards the corner where he had a lot of his teammates. And so the Aces are going to be backed up to start this offensive drive. 7:09 left to go before halftime. Aces up 7-0 here on this homecoming night. And Vance, like I said, a good job as he backs the Aces all the way up to their own 12-yard line. So the Aces 88 yards away from adding to their advantage. Greer turns upfield, stiff arm, another stiff arm, stays on his feet, gets across the 20. So Jake gets close to first down yardage on that carry. I think he's going to be credited with about 9. As Jake takes it from the 12 out to about the 21-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Aces. Greer hangs on to it again. Jake, first down yardage, and then some more. Jake out to about the 34-yard line. A little bit of a shot at the end of that run, but moved the chains. The Aces get out from underneath the shadows of their own goalposts. Get out to some decent field position here. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. And we have an official stoppage of play for some reason. Looks like it might have been an issue with one of the Fairview players. So they'll get a replacement in for him. And the Aces will get ready to make this 1st down play. Greer puts a man in motion. Drops back. Caught by Tunis. Tunis trying to evade tacklers, battling out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 6. That'll make it 2nd and 4 for the Aces. So Tunis moves him out to the 40. Make it 2nd and 4. Greer again to Tunis. 1st down yardage. Good play as Peyton went out about 3 yards past that 1st down marker. And that's where he caught the ball. Wasn't able to make any forward progress beyond that point. But that was good enough for a 1st down as the Aces moving all the way out to the 48-yard line. Keep the drive going. They keep that clock moving. Tunis in motion. Greer with the misdirection. Jake across midfield. And Greer takes it down to about the 47-yard line of the Apaches. That'll be a gain of, it looks like, about 5. So Greer, nice carry. Gets him about halfway. 2nd and 5 coming up for Hicksville. Greer takes the snap. Jake drops back. Pass right through the hands of intended receiver number 9, Logan Sanderson. That'll make it 3rd and 5. Sanderson will be seeing that one tonight. Greer again dropping back, looking downfield, in a little bit of trouble scrambling. Jake gets a face mask and they take him out of bounds. But number 78, hands to the face. There's no real doubt about that. And we'll just see what level of infraction that's going to be. And that's going to be the 15-yard variety, personal foul. 15-yard face mask.
Whoever he is going to run.
So that'll be 15 for the Aces. And that'll take it down to the 37-yard line for Hicksville. 1st and 10. 4:14 to go before halftime. Greer works his way through, bounces off a couple of defenders, and keeps on going. Jake Greer down to about the 28-yard line. A nice carry and close to 1st down yardage for the Aces. That'll leave Hicksville with a 2nd and short, less than a yard. Coach Smith A few more quick directions from the sideline. We're ready to get back into action. Greer's going to be all alone in the backfield. Got three wide receivers out to the far side, 2 to the near side towards us. Puts Tunis in motion. And the ball loose on the turf. Jake's just going to have to fall on it. Bad snap, too low and off of Jake's hands. And that'll be a big loss. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 11. So a little over a 10-yard loss on that play. Greer towels off his hands real fast. And they'll head back out. Looking on a 3rd and 11. Jake drops back, looks downfield. He's going to put his arm into this one. And intercepted by the Apaches. It was a duel between Parker Thiel and Breininger. And Breininger came out the winner on that one. So they'll turn the ball over to the Apaches on the intercepted pass, but in a way that's almost as good as a nice long punt because the Fairview team will have to take over deep in their own territory. Ball located on the Apaches' 2-yard line. So the Aces might have an opportunity here. They could get some good penetration. Reininger's going to work under center, and they're just going to try to power it forward to give himself a little breathing room. And Timbrook is going to get him about a yard, make it a 2-yard pickup out to the 4. Make it 2nd and 8. Clock continues to roll. We're closing in on 2 minutes to go here before halftime. Fairview breaks the huddle. Breininger again going to be under center. He'll turn around, hand it off to Timbrook once again, and Timbrook once again. And he gets maybe a couple more. That'll be 3rd and 6 from the 6-yard line. So a 3rd and a long 6 for the Apaches with about 90 seconds left to go before halftime. Aces up by 7. It'd be nice to go into the halftime locker room with the lead, but a 7-point game is, this still could go either way before all is said and done. Flags for this one get started and a timeout called right before they snap the football by the Apaches. That'll be their last one, so Fairview won't be stopping the clock any longer in this first half. Minute 17 to go. And when we get back into action, it will be the Fairview Apaches ball. They will have it with a 3rd and a long 6, or 3rd and 7 if you want, from their own 6-yard line with a minute 17 left in the half. They'd love to be able to pick up a first down, even if that, regardless of whether or not it puts them into the position to be able to do any scoring. But what they really don't want to do is to get stopped here and have to turn the ball over to the Apaches within their own red zone and let Jake Greer and company, have enough time to maybe take 1 or 2 shots into the end zone. The Aces, of course, love to get some penetration and a tackle for a loss here. Force them to punt from their own end zone. Breininger rolling out, looking downfield. He puts it up, and it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down. It'll be fourth down on the Apaches' 6-yard line, a minute 11. So they're going to have to punt from their own end zone, and the Aces get the ball back and have some workable field position, and they still got all 3 timeouts, so they might have time to put something together here before halftime. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. That also is kind of in the Aces' favor. Tunis moving up. They get it to Vance. Vance gets his leg into it. And Comiso calls for a fair catch at about the 38-yard line. So Comiso hauls it in, makes the fair catch, and the Aces will take over on offense. It'll be 1st and 10, Hicksville, on the 39-yard line of the Apaches with 1:03 and all 3 timeouts before halftime. So Coach Smith can fire up that 2-minute drill, see if they can make something happen here before the intermission. Greer gets ready, drops back, puts it in the air, and a little bit behind Comiso. Couldn't make the cut to get back to it. Incomplete. 59 seconds left. 2nd down. Greer again with the snap, dropping back, ball in the air, caught by Tunis. Tunis to the 30, and he's wrestled down just inside the 30-yard line. And that'll make it 3rd and short. And looks like we're going to have a measurement, see where they got the 1st down. So they'll stop the clock with 50 seconds left to go in the half. And we'll have the chain gang come out here, the flag crew. And we'll get an official measurement, see if the Aces made it or not. They'll stretch the chains. And Hicksville short by about the length of a football. So 3rd down and short for the Hicksville Aces. Again, they have all 3 of their timeouts. So if they make this 1st down, they can call a quick timeout if they need to get themselves set for the next series. I'll fire the clock back up. Greer runs up under center, dives forward. That should be good enough for the 1st down. And timeout while they move the chains. 42 seconds. They'll fire the clock back up. The Aces don't burn a timeout. Greer takes a snap. Jake drops back, looking downfield. Needs to get rid of it. Tunis overthrown, incomplete, 28 seconds. So a 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Greer resets the offense. Comiso back behind Jake. Greer drops the ball, picks it up, tosses it back to Tunis. Tunis looking to turn the corner, and he does. Peyton Tunis still on his feet. And Tunis with a nice carry on a busted play. And the Aces called timeout. 16 seconds as Peyton Tunis takes the ball down to the 17-yard line where it will be 3rd and about 2 for the Aces. So Hicksville working the clock, using their timeouts, and see if they can punch it in here before halftime. The Apaches break huddle first. Here come the Aces. Nyhart out there. They'll be over on the far hash. Greer takes the snap. Jake rolling out. Looks back across the field. Puts it up in the air. Diving catch by Tunis, incomplete. 9 seconds left. That'll be 4th down and 2. Comiso coming back in. Nyhart stepping out of the game. And here we go. We're going to see if we can get this last play in before our tape runs out. Jake Greer takes the snap. Jake drops back, rolling out, puts the ball in the air. Man open, caught, touchdown. Logan Sanderson makes the grab. And it puts the Aces up now 13-0 with 3 seconds left in the contest. They're going to line it up for the extra point. Salvador Avalos coming out. And we've got a bit of a delay here, so we'll see if we can change the tape real quick. Salvador puts it up, and it's good. Avalos completes the extra point. Aces go up 14-0. Coach Smith is out there doing some body slamming high fives. That was a nice play and a great job by both Sanderson and Jake Greer. And really just a terrific offensive effort from the Aces. They go up by 2 touchdowns. 3 seconds left, so they're only going to leave the Apaches really about enough time to take the kick. So they'll give the ball to Salvador Avalos. We'll set the tee down. Salvador will get ready to kick it away one more time here in this first half. Avalos rockets it along the turf. It's picked up and bobbled by Timbrook. Timbrook, see what he can do. Time has expired, so when he's down, the half is over. And the half is over. Timbrook returns it out to about the 38-yard line. Time expires, and that's the end of the first half. Homecoming night here at Aces Field, and at halftime, it's the Hicksville Aces leading the Fairview Apaches 14-0. We're going to take a break. We got some halftime entertainment from the Aces Pride Marching Band and the Fairview Marching Apaches coming your way. And, of course, stay with us because I'll be back. We'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming up right here on HIX-TV.